portrait. Sir,
Yeah, ready, sir.
orange stitching to it. We have a very thick band of the ambient light. The 360 camera as an option available. So overall design element has been done to attract the youth buyers. And Telangana as a market is very strong performing for us. It has a contribution as high as 5%. And we're very happy to say that the CVT, which is the refined automatic technology, we sell as high as 72%. So yes, the overall objective of launching this product, is to attract youth, and also riding on the benefits which the Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi has given with the GST introduction. The prices have been, that benefit has been passed to customers of GST. Along with that, some strategic prices also been introduced for our customers for this special November and December period. So my request is everybody should go to the Honda showrooms, have a look at the car, and you will definitely like to buy it.
Any price changes are there for the set that one?
So the Adventure Edition is priced about 40,000 higher as compared to the top grade vehicle, and what you get in additional 40,000 rupees is what I said. The overall new grille and a lot of new design elements that come up, both exterior as well as interior.
What is the actual price?
It's going to be 14. Let's take it up. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
And that is another big step. So as a powertrain, we'll be available in ICE, which is petrol. I'll just come back to that, right? So let me complete. So we'll be having the petrol car, we'll have the hybrid, or we have the strong hybrid, and of course the EV as well. So yes, so that is the overall objective of today's meeting. So share with you the future product lineup which we have for India, as well as the new Elevate Adventure Edition which we have launched just recently. So on that note, I'd like to ask and request any questions from you. We're happy to answer.
I think Elevate has been introduced 23 years, I think, right?
Sorry, come again?
It was happened 2 years. Elevate has been introduced
Yes.
23.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
It's been 2 years when it was released.
Yes, that's right.
How was the response, and what are the numbers that you have saved?
Yeah, so Elevate, as an overall segment, it is quite a crowded segment, which has over 25 models from various competition players. And we have a very strong performance in the petrol market. So in this segment, so to give you a perspective, for example, the petrol segment now contributes about 38%, and we have a very high, strong following, people who are looking for quality, durability, and of course a lot of space and the driving performance. We have a strong market share of as high as 5% in total petrol market. And what I think we are missing right now here is that the EV segment in the SUV is growing. So last year it was 2%. This year it has gone to 11%. So there's a big growth coming in the SUV more than 4 meters in the electric, and that's why we are going to launch the Honda Alpha as well. But overall, Elevate is a very strong contender for people who are looking for an overall driving experience. Another very important data point which I like to refer is in the more than 4 meter SUV, the automatic cars are sold as low as 40%. But Honda Elevate, which has a very high refined automatic, we call it as CVT. CVT basically stands for continuously variable transmission. We are selling as high as 60% of cars are sold the CVT. And specifically in the market of Telangana, we are having a CVT ratio of 72%. So these are some very strong selling points of Elevate, and that's how it's quite strong in that segment.
SUVs and sedans are okay, but can we expect hatchback car from Honda in the future?
So as a segment of hatchback, If you look at the last 5 years CAGR, these shrinking, both the segments of hatchback or the lower hatchback, they are shrinking. So even this year, the lower hatchback has gone down by 40%, and the hatch is again degrowing by another 7 to 8%. So what we believe, India as a market is getting more mature. People are getting involved. They want good quality in driving performance cars. So our starting range is from currently from Amaze, and we will like to develop our model lineup from that side.
Can we expect that Honda City coming in EV in near future?
So yeah, that's a very nice question. So I think we've been saying that as a global Honda, we are aiming for carbon neutrality by the year 2050, and by 2030 we're looking at one third of our volume to be electrified. Now in the electrified, we have an EV, of course, we have a hybrid, and we have the petrol. So as the gentleman asked, what is the next generation hybrid? So we are very strongly working how can we make our current hybrid engine more productive and more efficient. So the next generation hybrid is going to be launched in 2027. It is launched globally. So which is trying to aim at reducing the cost of operation in terms of efficiency and even the cost of hybrid engine itself. So those are certain things which I wanted to answer to your question. And to your part, City is a very strong hybrid performer. In the overall upper segment, which is of the sedan, we are the only players which offers the hybrid, and we like to maintain that. And yes, so in SUV we are going to come up with the Honda Zero Alpha in the electric, and with City we're going to further refine the hybrid engine as we go on.
So that hybrid you are, which will globally hit in 27.
Simultaneously from India and other countries.
Yeah, so India also has a plan to introduce next generation hybrids.
The Honda Elevate is an upgrade about this exterior look. That's it. Is there any technical changes are there in this ADV edition?
So it is an adventure edition. It has changes which are not just limited to exteriors. A lot of interior elements have been changed. So you will see, apart from exterior, the Alpha Bold Grille which we have. We have a lot of orange inserts, and even the disc brakes have a different color. Inside as well, the interior trims have completely changed. So now a lot of customers, especially from Telangana, the youth customers, they want to have different options. So in Elevate Top Grade, you have beige interiors, you have ivory interiors, and Adventure Edition has black interiors. So you have black interiors with some orange inserts to it. Overall look and feel is quite sporty. That's the bigger change which you're doing.
ADV edition is in stands at top model, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So have you crossed the 1 lakh mark milestone?
Uh, yes. We for domestic and exports, we have crossed the mark for 1 lakh units.
So how many units were shipped last quarter?
So last quarter would be approximately little more than 5,600. Yeah.
What is the share of Telugu states?
So Telangana as a state, is contributing to 5% of our total volume, and very happy to share that last year that figure was 4.5. So we've gone a little better in our contribution as Telangana. So Telangana as a market is very important, and Hyderabad specifically is the fifth largest market for us. So it's a very growing and a critical market. Yes, and that's the reason why we're here.
How many outlets are available in Telangana right now? Are you going to enhance the number?
So Telangana has about 12 outlets, and out of these 12 outlets, 6 outlets are in tier 3 market. If I give you a perspective of all India, I was giving to somebody a little while back. So overall, all India, we have 295 outlets, and out of 295 outlets, we are present in about 214 cities, and in 214 cities, 165 cities are mainly in tier 3. So our focus is to penetrate in deeper markets where so that the customer has the convenience of taking our buying our cars and even going to service. So similarly, Telangana, we are present in total 12 outlets, but 6 are in tier 3 towns.
You're going to set up new ones?
Yes, definitely. I mean, wherever there is an opportunity, we are like to expand. But yeah, as of now, we are quite adequately placed. But wherever we find that there is a growing market, we'll surely like to expand further in Telangana.
Still range anxiety
Yeah, range anxiety, right?
Range anxiety. So
Yeah.
how is the charging networks, charging infrastructure in Telangana and states?
Yeah, so that's a very important point you've raised. So when you buy an EV, one of the biggest thing that you have in mind is with how would I have the charges or not. So we are very strongly preparing our charging network till the time we launch the car. So as I said, next fiscal year we're going to launch. So we are working with a lot of CPOs. CPOs are basically charging point operators. So all I can say today is that we are preparing a very robust network so that once we launch the vehicle, customers do not have any range anxiety on that front.
What are the target customers for this new model?
So we, as I said, it's mostly targeting the youth, right? And one of the points which I just mentioned a little while back, youth wants to have a very good driving performance, right? And you should love, and we have a very small code we say is FTD, which is fun to drive. That fun to drive element should be really exciting for you, and that's the reason I mentioned 72% of sales is CVT. That's one key element which customers prefer, and that's how we like to focus on that and attract more youth people.
But the EVs want manufacturing at scale.
So we have currently, yeah. So as I said, EV is going to get launched next financial year. Yeah. So right now we already have Tabukara as our base manufacturing plant. We have the capacity of manufacturing 180,000 units. So we are in process of making the line robust for EV manufacturing, and that is the current plan.
How tier 2 and tier 3 cities play the expansion?
Comes from tier 3 towns, another 30% comes from the tier 2 towns. So, as I mentioned, we are present at 165 towns, which is tier 3, and another 34 towns in tier 2. So, we are very constantly checking the market dynamics where the market is growing, and we are expanding certain markets where we should be present.
Which customer segments are driving the most growth for Honda?
So, as I mentioned, youth overall in the industry, the youth are the ones who are buying cars, and for us also, the youth are the ones which we are going to target. And launch like the Elevate Adventure Edition or having that bold Alpha Grille and some new dynamics which we're trying to bring to the design elements is mainly targeting towards youth.
How do you see the role of dealership evolving in digital era?
Yeah, so see, digital is a very important thing, So, and you guys know much better than us that how even the digital news are getting more, liked by people, and that is the reason why we are taking a lot of digital initiatives so that nobody has to really spend too much of time.
Cities, tier 2.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, Telangana is 12 outlets and Andhra Pradesh is 14 outlets. Out of AP 14 outlets, 11 outlets are in tier 3. So very strong presence in tier 3 towns in AP and as well as in Telangana. So if I add in total AP and Telangana, we have about 26 outlets. So out of 26 outlets, we have 14 in Andhra Pradesh in tier 3 and 6 in Telangana. So overall, we'll have 17 tier 3 towns.
We know about Elevate actually. A few of my friends are having Elevate also. So it was very comfortable and very spacious and strong also, I can say. I have reviewed it and few of my friends are also having Elevate.
Thank you.
What are the inputs or whatever people asking about Elevate and what are the changes you brought into this Elevate ADV?
Yeah, so I mentioned a little while back, it is more from a design philosophy, design front. We are not technically changing anything in the product. So engine performance, all dynamics are same. What we are trying to add up is there is a new Alpha Bold grill. So the grill is very different and unique. Plus, more than that, we have very small elements which attract youth in terms of some decals which have been put. There are a lot of orange inserts which have come up, which are matching not just exterior as well as interiors. You have leather seats with those fine orange stitching which has come up. There's a very new element which has come to the segment, which is the ambient light. So my request is please have a look onto it. So we have a new big band ambient light which has come in the dashboard, and that is what the youth people like. So yeah, I would say it has a combination of both exterior, interior, design elements which makes this car very special.
Yeah, you said like more of youth are buying these vehicles and cars, right? Your sales are more based on youth, right? Along with ADAS features and safety features and best features, what are youth requirements or their expectations on ADV?
So we also have a 360-degree camera in this. I mean, that's also one thing which people like. And you have to look it as a holistic driving experience. So as you rightly said, it's a very strong, fun to drive car. And specifically in any kind of Indian terrain, so you can drive this vehicle, and that is where probably what excites people with a lot of space available. Yeah.
What are youth asking for? Is there any they
Yes,
want?
so that's what I said. The youth ask basically like CVT, So I don't know if it's difficult to explain like this, but if you drive an automatic car and if you drive a CVT, you will find a difference. So the youth what wants is more apart from the different style elements in terms of designing. He also wants a car which is quite fun to drive, is what I said. So CVT and even the ADAS that actually gives a very strong fun to drive element, and that is where we like to stick to our core element. Yeah.
Is there any modes in this also? Modes.
Modes in the automatic, of course, you have a driving mode where when you wants to go for a sports mode, you can convert that. So it continues. So as I said, technically there is no change. It's the same engine performance, but yeah, designing elements have been changed apart from things like the interior ambient light.
Honda is good at technology and innovation.
Sorry, come again.
Honda is good at technology, innovation, and durability. Then why Honda is not releasing more cars in India? Since we have only Honda City, Amaze, and Elevate.
Yeah,
Why?
so
What is the main reason? Because the competitors are releasing more options and more segment cars, but in Honda, we're getting on limited cars.
So
What is
I would say there is no specific reason why we haven't launched models right now. But one specific parameter which you have to see is that overall industry is evolving. You have EV coming up. You have powertrains of hybrid. You have CNGs. You have now is coming something called ethanol is quite a news. So we have to be focused at what is our total global direction, and we have to follow that. And we have chosen India as the key market for us, where we would like to come very strongly with powertrains like petrol, the next generation hybrid, and the electric. So that's the current plan. And for us, India is another important market because our sister company, which is Honda Two Wheelers, we are the second largest seller here, and very soon probably we can hit number one as well. So for global operations, Honda in India is very, very critical. And we already have four group companies here. Apart from the cars, two wheelers, we also have Honda Power Products and Honda Power Packs, which is a swappable battery company. So that's the reason why we have complete commitment to this market, and we'll be launching 10 products in every powertrain, not just limited to the current powertrain, which is basically ICE and hybrid, but we'll be adding more. So we like to first utilize that installed capacity, and we're quite open to expand in going forward. But we'll have to study which area and how we do it. We also have a facility of Greater Noida, which we can consider as well.
What is your current capacity?
So currently we have 180,000 as a total capacity, and I think 65 to 70% is what we are. Yeah.
Between export and domestic, it's about 70%. This aviation
So Adventure Edition is basically for Indian domestic market, right? But yes, Elevate as a product we are exporting to different countries, and the bigger volume goes to Japan.
it's a very unique model which we are sending to Honda's home country, Japan. And a lot of pride even among us, our factory workers, that they are able to. Japan is a very developed market, and their focus on quality, etc., is very, very high. So the fact that we are able to export from here, and it has been very widely accepted there.
How many were exported in the last quarter?
Last quarter, we'll give you a figure.
Yeah, it's about 1,500 cars which have gone last quarter. Yeah. Yes.
So your total
There is nothing called a percentage specific thing we have in mind. We are adding a lot of countries to the total export. This year we've already exported about 35,000 cars, which have already gone. Yes, but yeah, most important market for us is domestic market. So my request is, export is not our aim is. We are basically making for domestic market. If we can export to other countries the domestic product, we can do that. So Elevate, as you said, is a model which we're very happy that it's being sent to the homegrown company of Japan. But the car is not designed for specifically for Japan. The first focus is India. We are making this car for domestic purpose, and even the Honda Alpha, which is a 0 series, is being manufactured for the Indian market, keeping in knowing, considering what Indian customers want. And if we can utilize that product for global market, yes, we'll be exporting it.
This Honda Elevate is limited numbers are coming or any? Are you manufacturing?
The Adventure Edition, yes, it has a limited number to it, but of course we would like to expand if the demand is there. Already, as I mentioned to one of the friends here, that the car is already booked in Hyderabad because people have a very strong liking for design. But yes, we will like to increase the sales if the demand is there. Okay.
Are there any more questions, or otherwise, we'll go to the lawn area outside for the car unveiling. Yeah? Can we move to the lawn area?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
Yeah,
after
thank you
the
so
lawn
much.
area, then we have few more interactions one-to-one, and then please join us for lunch. This is in the opposite hall to this area. It's called Sin. So first we'll go to the lawn area.